Hey fellow YouTubers, this is N0AGI. Just a short video on this newly acquired Harley Davidson 2016 Slim S model. I picked this up about a week and a half ago. I'm a big fan of Harley Davidsons. I had to unfortunately trade my 2020 Harley 48 Sportster for a Triumph Barber Black 2020 not too long ago. And the only reason why I had traded that in is because Harley 48 had a 5-speed system, and it also wasn't very conducive to a freeway riding experience. It had a little bit of a top-heavy limitation, so in any case that was traded in. I always had my eye on, hey, what could be a good Harley model that I can get into, and I had definitely my eye on Slim S. And it is a little bit heavier bike than the Triumph Barber Black and also the 48, but I think it because of its low posture, it's a good ride. It fits my frame of posture really well, and had a very good experience taking her for a test ride a couple of times. So I do really enjoy riding this bike. There's some getting used to it in the sense it's got the footboards rather than pegs, but they are super comfortable, especially if you're riding longer distance. And I rode this back from Wisconsin over. So that was a good, I would say, an hour and 40-minute ride for me. And it rode really well, super comfortable with the footboards and such. But in any case, so this is a model that I think will be a one-stop bike for me I'm hoping for the long run. I might end up selling my Triumph Barber Black because I don't need two bikes. So that's that, a quick story, but let me do a quick walkthrough. But before I do that, I only made a couple of changes to the bike since I got. I replaced the stock headlight and the turn signal lights to LED, and that was done earlier this week at the local dealership here. But outside of that, the one other change I made was this bike came with the saddlebags on either side. I'm not a big fan of saddlebags. I think it kind of removes the bare bones look and feel of a Slim S or even any Barber style bike. So I removed those. And I still have those pegs here. I don't know if you can see them or not. Those pegs are still in there, and the saddlebags can ride on top of those pegs and lock in place and such. So I'll be replacing those, or actually removing those. But outside of that, this bike is all blacked out. Extremely comfortable ride. It's got a super high torque at a low range RPM. I believe you can get up to 100 foot-pounds of torque at a low range RPM to mid-range. Well, it's got the Screaming Eagle 110 engine on it with the stage 1 air intake. So this is all kind of stock. Even the pipes are stock. The pipes are fairly loud, just as is even, which I'm a big fan of, as you guys might know. One thing is it serves as an accentuator for the brand of Harleys, but also more importantly, I think it helps with safety reasons, in the sense you'll not only be seen on intersections in traffic, but you'll also be heard by a certain level of pipes. So I'm a big fan of those. I might end up replacing the stock pipes with the Vance and Hines short shots, like I did with my Harley 48. In any case, the bike is in pristine condition. One other thing I'm not a big fan of is this seat, and I will be replacing that with a Solo Mustang seat, and so that'll be my another addition or change. But outside of that, I'm super glad with this purchase. I won't go into too many specs on this bike, but really just enough to say that this bike rides really well, super comfortable. It's got super high power to it. I'm not a fast rider, but if in case I need to, this can definitely deliver that performance. I've ridden it on the freeway a few times, and it does have a pretty well set power to it, so it can meet up the expectations for a freeway ride. But overall, very happy with this purchase. So I'm hoping that this will be the quote-unquote family bike for years to come, so long as I take care of her and keep her up to speed, etc. And I will be selling my Triumph Barber Black 2020. It will be listed on Cycle Trader. So I've ridden that bike for quite a few miles. In fact, I had my 500-mile service done on it not too long ago. That had I think it currently has 681 miles. Really a beautiful bike, but my heart is with Harley. So, and of course, and the reason why this is super comfortable for me, and also it brings quote-unquote peace to my heart, is because this is Harley Davidson, and staying American is dear and close to my heart. So in any case, that's that. I also want to do a quick view of the headlights here. Oh, by the way, this has, let's see, I want to make sure I show 1,985 miles. When I bought it, it had little over 1,700 miles. For now, let me do a quick startup. Actually, before I do that, I want to show the front headlights and the turn signals. Those two turn signals turn yellow or orange when turn signal is engaged. But other than that, they also provide super bright light for nighttime riding. It's the default with the halo on the headlight. And let's say I turn on the high beam, and I don't know if the video is showing it, but it's fairly bright even in the daytime here. All right, let me do a quick startup, and I want to make sure you guys hear. Okay, guys, that's it for now. Thanks again for watching, and I'll keep you posted. And we'll talk soon, and God bless.